Hey, this is Amy from Mint Content. In my last video, I explained what lead nurturing is and why it matters to marketers. And this week, I want to take that a step further and share my top 3 tips for running a successful lead nurture campaign. So this video is for anyone who's considering putting together a lead nurture campaign, or who might have heard of lead nurturing and is kind of considering what they might need to do to get started. If either of those sound like you, here are my tips for a successful execution. The first step is to get your sales team involved in content development, because your salespeople work with your leads every day. If anyone's going to understand a potential customer's challenges, headaches, or barriers to purchase, it's them. It's absolutely worth asking your sales reps for blog post ideas, white paper contributions, or even to explain your product in a video. The last thing you want is to create content in a vacuum. Even though it might read well and be really engaging, it's going to fail to get results if you don't really understand your customers' problems. So spend time talking to the people who do. And if you go to Mint Content's website or the link in this video, we've got a blog post about how to get better content from your tech resources, which can help you out a lot here as well. Number 2, invest in good content. Marketers are already flat out. I know, I've worked as one. There are so many new channels and technologies to stay on top of, and you have to do a great job of all of them. There's only one of you. And then you add on top of that planning and executing a lead nurture campaign, which can take months on its own, even without creating the content yourself. And it's pretty clear that you need professional help to get it done. We find that in many instances, it's more efficient to outsource that content writing to a writer who understands your industry and can take the hassle out of creating a winning nurture campaign. Some of our clients know the content that they want to produce, and they come to us to get it done. And they say, we need 3 white papers and a report and weekly blog posts and also 10 EDMs. Can you help us? We say, yep, cool, no worries. Others need help from step 1. Crafting their entire lead nurture campaign strategy, as well as the content that goes alongside that. So there are a couple of different ways to do it. Find out what works for you, and you'll end up delivering more effective campaigns in less time. Finally, number 3, use data to guide your approach. We're writers at Mint Content, but when you love words, you kind of have to love numbers as well. And this comes into play in lead nurturing, because once your campaign is up and running, you need to be able to measure a lead's behavior and adjust your own behavior to suit. So, for example, low email rates might suggest that you're sending emails too often, or that your content isn't the right fit for that particular audience. So you can either cut back on how often you send emails, or try segmenting your lists by industry or occupation to target content more effectively. Another issue can be high landing page bounce rates, which might suggest that you need a more compelling offer. You've worked so hard to bring somebody to that page, and then the last thing that you want is for them not to take the action that you'd like them to. So in this case, you can try developing high value content like ebooks or white papers, rather than sticking with content that's usually available for free, like infographics. And that's a mistake that a lot of businesses make, but it's easy to avoid. Because when it comes to using data, the most important thing is to not be afraid to experiment and adapt your approach based on how people are interacting with your content. Lead nurturing isn't an exact science, but you can get much better results by understanding your numbers. So that's all from me today, my top 3 tips for lead nurture campaign success. Thanks for watching, and enjoy the rest of your week. I'll see you next Monday.